Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So I'm back with a walk up the tower from episode 81 to episode 90. Yesterday's episode, with all of the power problems, I ended up making a mistake of leaving 71 no, not 71, sorry, 61 to 70 for 71 to 80, but it has been altered, and in case anybody was confused about that, that has been sorted out. So now I'm on 81 to 90. So let's start this off. Let me ask you something too. Okay, so here we go, white versus palm. Now, here's something which I've said before, right? The regular rankers and the regular individuals shouldn't stand any chance whatsoever against Palm. Calavan should be absolutely decimated with Palm using any power. 10 great family members should have some chance against Palm. They can use some of their family related skills like Kun's Aishinsu, the electric Shinsu. That should give them some skill. Jahad's bloodline should have some fight against Balm, but other than that, nobody should be putting up a fight with Balm. As I said, 10 great family members, direct descendants, they are the ones who should be only putting up a fight against Balm, and it should be really, really odd, because when he fights a high ranker, it should be like, I just used my sure kill deadly skill, and he just one-shot it like it was nothing, and now he's charging at me, he hits me, my Shinsu boost is gone, oh no, I'm dead. That's what it should be. Basically, that's what we were explained as the power of Balm Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. We know that's the power of most of the irregulars. They're just so strong that nobody can mess with them. And we know that they are actually very powerful because they've reached those levels. Enryu is a good example of a very powerful irregular. The thorns are 4 parts of the power that he used to kill the administrator, so he should have half the power to kill an administrator. He should be top 10 high rankers at best in terms of power. So no Evangal, no Calavan, no Mashni should be able to put up a fight. Yuri should be able to put up a fight. Nobody should be able to put up a fight with him because of those irregular powers that he has. And especially since the thorns can now be ignited by him, if he ignites a thorn, it should be basically you're dead. It shouldn't be, oh, he managed to block a high ranker's attack. No. That's like nerfing Balm over and over again. I did complain about that at the end of the last video, but I will start off with that. So here we go. Balm versus white. The very existence simply compels me to hate you. I want to see you corrupted. Morality always comes with so much struggle, but giving into corruption is so easy. Okay, reminds me so much of my father. Okay, so we got that little hint about his father in the last episode. I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. You must have realized by now that you have the power within you to devour everything, and you already know how. I need to do something. There are still a few minutes left till we can jump. What do I do? I need that regular, although I'm a bit short on time. Maybe I should take a risk. Here goes nothing. What's going on? It happened again. My sword was a bit late. Are you okay? Yeah. The ability to alter the tower's law that everyone perceives time in the same way. It's not a superpower that lets me actually change the future or turn back time, but I can make someone perceive time a few seconds later than me. That distortion of perceived time begins as soon as my left hand with the watch is attacked and is used up whenever I want. I used that time just now to avoid white's sword. And now I can use up the remaining distorted time whenever I want. It's been 4 or 5 minutes since he cut my left hand, so I should be able to distort white's time for that long at least. It's a trade secret anyway. I have an idea on how to get away from him. So just hold him off as best you can and we'll jump together. Okay. And here we go. And they're attacking again. I've got them now. Oh, he's using a Reaper type sword. Let's see what it is. What she's doing. Ah, man, kidding me. Straight up with missing files. This isn't an internet thing or anything like that. It's just random. No matter how fast my internet is, I just get these random spikes in the webtoons. I only don't get it when I download webtoons, and I can't download webtoons for TOG because I've read it so many times. I think in 1 month I read this entire story 4 times of the downloads, and now I'm not allowed to anymore. I think I know what kind of cheap trick that girl used. He's going to kill me. Is this the right timing? Flash. These two are incredible. He saved me from White's attack. Did you two really think you could stop me? Oh, he hit bomb. Will be activated in 1 minute. You're not going anywhere. Ooh, White is really pushing to get this here. Command them. Tell all the spirits within you to obey you completely. That's all you have to do. I missed them. 10 seconds till the jumping pad activates. 9, 8, 7, 6, feel. I didn't say anything because it seemed like your friends were keeping quiet about it. But I think there's something you don't know. The reason why you have to fight me. Ark Raptor and Prince, was it? Those friends of yours from the Hell Train? Oh, here it comes. They're still climbing the tower with your friends, but they're actually with me. Or rather, in my belly to be more precise. I was just so hungry, I didn't want to devour them. They really weren't appetizing souls at all. So I ate them. Ho ho, both of them. Yup, yes it. White, you actually pushed the wrong buttons for Bob. He's not gonna get corrupted, he's just gonna get angry. Goodbye, White. This isn't going to be a pretty sight, but here we go. And you seem so worried, Palm. Bagran said that he and his team are climbing the tower just fine, so don't worry. You don't have to worry about them. Those two died because they followed you up the tower, didn't they? If you want to find out the truth or get revenge on me, wait for me when you get to the other side. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Kill you right now. This is really getting heavy because we see that things are outside of where they should have been, and White has really pushed his luck. He is basically at the worst possible outcome no matter what he does right now. I can't find even the faintest trace of the mouse around here. That some people managed to catch them without much trouble. Could it be that we're both extremely unlucky? I'm pretty unlucky. How about you? Why is this car so chopper? Yeah, I'm actually really more interested in White versus Balm, because we saw Balm just got angry. And there's one thing, if we do remember when Balm got angry with Rachel? Can you remember that explosion of power when he allowed the Thorn to overload, and what it did to him, how powerful he got, how quickly? I think we're about to see another one of those, especially since White practically gave him a reason to kill him. White's going to be obliterated by Balm this time. He's not just going to get a small little hiding. He's going to be into the pain. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But how did you end up hating Jahad? Once the battle is over, most people don't hold a self-destructive grudge against someone. I felt such a fool letting my hatred consume myself, or trying to spread that flame of hatred to others. But then again, seeing what happened to Lach made me want to get revenge again. It's so annoying. Hating Jahad has been a natural part of my life ever since I was born. It's like a destiny I was born with. I'm not interested in hearing what anyone else thinks about it. If there is such a thing as artificially created hatred, I know someone who entered the tower completely unaware, who learned what it means to hate at the expense of his teammates. He was forced into hating Jahad by fate, and became a Slayer candidate as a result. Forced to hate someone when it isn't even your destiny. You think so? I guess you're right. I think I'm starting to understand why my master pities the Slayer candidate and the hatred that proved him to become drove him to become a Slayer candidate, because the master himself was the one who created that hatred, and yet the Slayer candidate is on his way to save the very person who planted that misfortune in him. You see, Karaka really likes Baum. This place is massive. I don't really want to go in there. There are two of them. We have to go after them. I like those two. They're like best friends. Close the door. Fill it with acid. That was easy. It's a good thing I caught that mouse and put it in there. I don't care about going out onto the field anyway. All I have to do is get rid of the people in this cat tower who are trying to get onto the field. Karaka is a scout, if I remember correctly. Where was I just now? It feels like I keep letting other people into my territory lately. What happened just now? There's no time to explain. Let's go. Stop them. Ooh. Did you have those troops already stationed in the cat tower? Isn't it cheating to use your troops like that? All units attack. We see that the game is pretty much rigged. The administrator on this floor hasn't really made this game fair, because we know that all other games have a fair chance of winning on both sides. Because they have regulars on their side, the mechanics should be in negative favor of Lopobia. So this is kind of an unfair this thing. How are they allowed to have so many troops inside the tower? They were allowed extra division commanders because of the numbers from Baum's side, and they also have troops stationed inside, and they have hostages, and they have power over the place, and they know the layout. So yeah, it's multiple positives for them. So the numbers should have been equaled out because of that. He got away. The human wave strategy, huh? No problem. I know just what to do. I don't really like doing this part. I'll have you know, I've dealt with the human wave strategy before. Before coming here, I gathered my troops that were scattered all over the place. pain. Whew. Ah, I'm going to kill him. You just barely managed to get away. What are you talking about? Until I beat him, I'm not going anywhere. I can't go. I can't just leave like this. The jumping pad has been reactivated. You can jump in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, today's music is on a complete cycle. It's the free music from YouTube, so I'm using it in the cycle, yeah, just for the sake of a little bit of different tones. But this moment might just be the longest 10 minutes of my life. I hope you're getting nice and ripe for me. White, I'll never forgive you. Crack. It's becoming bigger. Ooh, Balm's power is getting fueled up. Remember, the power within him is a mix of all the powers that he has collected. Of violence that may be upsetting to readers. Okay, yeah, I did mention that the next two episodes have a lot of gruesome stuff. The gruesome stuff is about to start up again, so if you score me, skip out from here. There's no use in continuing on because I know it's gonna get very, very gruesome very, very quickly. We need an ambulance over here. Relax. I want to get stronger. Then I want to get even stronger. And don't tell Kun about this, Hats. Good job, buddy. Stick together. Is Lord Yama here too? I want to see him. Oh, don't let that monster beat you. You have to win. I practically beat you to a pulp. And yet you still won't beg me. It's already been a few turns since the battle began. This won't end until you give up. I guess I'll just have to sit here and wait you out. A mouse. With external transformation. That's what I thought. The acid is too strong. Not even a high ranker could make it out of there alive. When I get near it, it spreads itself out as if it tells me to back away, and when I get further away, it gathers together again and covers the mouse. going for it. Oof, that's dangerous. Even if it puts my own life in danger, I'd much prefer than Yasracha killing Yama. Yama is a bratty brother, but I refuse to let Yasracha do anything to him. Doom. Yama. Hockney's team, we made it. According to the lighthouse, the control room should be just up ahead. Let's head inside. Are we supposed to use the fish to play a game? Something's coming. Tyrant of the fish tank. Is that a crab? That's right, I'm a crab. Till Yasracha caught me and put me in here, I was the lord of the seas. Okay. You're a talking alligator. I love how everyone does that to Rak. That's enough. Until I tell you about this game we're playing. Okay. Release me back into the sea, so I have to beat you to get out of here. What's that? What's that? Okay. The field. Lord Yasracha beat Yama. I think White is in Balmfield, so I have a bad feeling about this. This isn't good. They need some help. Your teammates are out there fighting on the field. You can use the fish in this tank to help your teammates. Look closely at the fish. Their body features a random combination of 3 colors and 3 symbols. The colors are blue, red, and orange. The symbols are triangle, square, and circle. Yeah, the coins, okay. You can use this to purchase items that can be used in the game, but keep in mind that the value of these 3 types of symbol coins change throughout the game. Take a look at your lighthouse. It shows you your starting points. You can exchange these points for symbol coins. At the moment, each symbol is worth 100 points, but the value of each may rise or fall as the game continues. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Now, the item list screen on the lighthouse. This is a list of items that you can purchase with the symbols. Okay. Red fish increase the value, blue fish reduce the value, and orange fish let you exchange values. If you catch a red fish with a square on its back, the value of the square symbol doubles. If you catch a blue fish, the stuff halves. Right now you can only buy 1 square symbol with 100 points, but depending on how you use the fish, you can buy squares for half price or double the price. Finally, if you catch an orange fish, you can exchange symbol coins with each other. The value of each coin is adjusted based on how many points you have. If you use this to your advantage, you can drive up the values of the coins and then use them to purchase lots of other relatively less valuable symbol coins. These rules apply equally to all symbol coins, and you can only catch fish with a spear. But if before you manage to catch a fish I intercept it, you lose the fish. Of course, I'm going to be trying to devour as many fish as possible. So the longer you wait, the lower your chances of winning. If I eat all the fish in this tank before the game outside ends, I win and get to return to the sea. We'll be trapped in the tower forever. Why bother with the fish? Let's go after the crab. Rock, swoop. Can't you tell if we beat the crab first, we can have our pick of fish? Beat the crab, this place is crawling with rankers. Do you seriously think they would have left a monster that weak in charge of the game? Calm down, Rock. We may have an advantage in the game. I can use my eyes to see a few seconds into the future and find out which way the fish are going to move. The crab doesn't know I can do that yet. If we do this right, we could have the upper hand here. Why did you have to go and join a place like Fug and dream up silly revenge scheme? I'm going to avenge my mother and father. Or Yama's mother. Well, of the leader of Lopobia family, not your father's. That's why all three of you have different mothers. You're a mutt. That's why you can't share the canine power with anyone. I didn't think White would go after Balm so soon. Why is he so obsessed with Balm? Yama could use the enemy force return one. One will have 0 points. But it's urgent. Still, it would be better to try to reduce the value first. Then what about this? If you pull it off, it would be amazing. Let's have some fun, okay? Kun is being Kun. He's having fun in the middle of tragedy. So yeah, let's go on to this next chapter. I know that I haven't been giving enough commentary, and that's because this year is really interrupting that main flow of sequences. We got the Yama fight and we had time up. So when time is up, the enemy should have returned. But it continued on into the next turn, and I didn't hear that as part of the rules. I heard that you get a turn to clear the prisons, and then the prison will seal and you waste the turn, and you have to wait a whole other turn before you can move. But Yama is stuck there continuously over and over again against Yasracha. So the rules are either confusing to me or I misread that first rule, which is most probably I misread the first rule. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it as I misread it, and yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so this is just a repeat of the last episode. Okay, this sounds fun. A dark change. Alright, let's see. It's a mouse. I'll send you a pen. All you have to do is stick to it. I'll catch the mouse. You and Kun are always so sure about yourselves. They need us on the field right now, so I guess I can work with you this once. You all know what the first target is, right? We have to save Yama first. Got it. Swing it like crazy. What's going on? Why are you spinning around? You won't be able to catch it either, you fool. Alright. Bullseye. So they're mixing their powers together. Use it. Okay, so we get a lot of rehashes. Think you had inherited noble blood? You're just a freakish mutt born out of curiosity of Lopobia. Absolute nonsense. The enemy force return item has been used in the control room. Lord Jasracha will be returned to the prison. Must have done something. Anyway, don't even think of doing anything stupid. Just stay right there and feel just how powerless you really are. It's true that our father was a test subject raised by Lopobia. We have different mothers. I was born to our father and a canine mother. And you and Paul were a result of corresponding with another species. Crossbreeding with another species, sorry. I've always considered her my real mother, and I consider you my true little brother. That hasn't changed one bit. But our mother never discriminated between you and me. Our father was the same. He was a great man. We don't have enough points. If we're going to help everyone, we have to use the symbols to buy items. Let's move on to the next plan. Our next goal is to help Yama reach the finish line. was a unique power because it allowed the bearer to create their own group of followers and be independent of any leader in this tower. Lopobia used our father's power to create and use a division of Canaans. Okay. Our father sensed the end coming, so before he died, he gave me one fang and asked me to take care of you two. And Yasracha stole the other fang from our father. Then he caught us trying to run away and used our father's fang to plant fear and submission into the blood of you and the Canaanites. Our father and the Canaanites were recorded as traitors in the history of the Lopobia family. Our father had 3 fangs. I only inherited one of them later in life. I am sure you were born with the remaining one of them in you. That indomitable power. You're the one with the right to be the true heir of our father's power. I'll give you the power of the fang I received from our father. You'll be stronger than Yasracha, I know it. Can you at least make a little effort? Why are you so heavy? Okay, so we see that they figured that there's a way for them to get them more turns. If I transform the fang externally and plant it into you, it will be yours. So basically it's impossible. As long as I can beat Yasracha, I'll do anything. Stab. Oof, that one there looked crazy. Now either Yama will die here or he'll overcome it. But if he overcomes it, he'll be the ultimate canine. A wild dog with unstoppable thing of revenge. Okay, so we're back to Balm. If I run away now, it would be disrespectful to all the people who have died. You may still be too young to know this, but few people constantly But new people constantly die and appear and climb the tower. We only parted ways on the train because of the circumstances prevented us from staying together. That doesn't mean I want to lose them. Legend say you sure think like an immature teen. I'll sell my soul if I have to. Is that really what the dead would want? Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go all the way back to I'll sell my soul if I have to. Alright, here we go. A dark change. Hey, by the way, you're going to break the spell on me, right? I understand your situation, but a promise is a promise. And I did help you get this far, right? I'll break the spell, I made a promise. He might ask for me to help him more and add more conditions to our deal. I'm going to fight White, and as you said, he may very well kill me. Okay. I'm free. He really is powerful. How did he break the spell so easily? This is something which is even more scary, right? White is bound together and his power is a spell. If Balm hits him with Black Hole Sphere with the right amount of leeway, he could force the spell on White to break, forcing him to split into his 4 individual parts and the demon. This boy realized how incredible that was just now. None of the tower's laws can touch him. He's in a league of his own. I feel so powerless around him. I can kind of understand how White feels. It just felt like it. I can't help you fight White, but I can at least get rid of the monsters for you. There's no way even the map boss is stronger than White. You die or not, I don't want to leave any loose ends here. If I left now, I would feel like I owe you. The prison is open. What's going on here? The boss monster is gone. I'd better thank her for letting me use it. Time to go. Oh, this is the guns. They sneaky. A mouse. Ooh, okay, there's a big crash. Map boss released from prison. Hybrida. I'm retiring from the game now. I feel bad saying this when everyone's out there fighting so hard. But having that boy here is way more entertaining. You didn't take me hostage and make Balm join forces with Fug and attack here so that Jihad's forces could beat an innocent regular. You want to make it seem like you teamed up with Fug to punish a dangerous boy. Like you teamed up with Fug to punish a dangerous boy who tried to rescue his master and rebel against Jihad's army. Jihad is going to all that trouble for something so simple. Why don't you just kill him? If you all wanted the same thing, you probably wouldn't have bothered with this nuisance. You're right, everyone has their own ulterior motives. That's why something simple as killing a little regular became such a complicated mess. I want the story to have a boring ending. I don't want the story to have a boring ending. Not even I could stop if I wanted to. The real villain? Who is it? Ooh, we see she's playing three-dimensional chess with everybody who's playing chess. I think someone let it out of the prison. It's just the monster suddenly disappeared. You expect me to wait until you bring the monster back? Doesn't this count as monster forfeiting the game? We win since the monster isn't here, right? Sorry. I am not leaving until I beat White. You'll die if you fight White. We just run away. My very existence puts everyone in danger. It's my fault that my master was taken prisoner and that my companions died. Will running away now change that? I told you I felt. Ultimately, they died because of me. I'm going to fight and beat White right here. That's the least respect that I can show to those who lost their lives. If I can't even do that, I don't think I could forgive myself. Risking your life to fight for those who died is one of showing them respect, but think of your own life. My life isn't the only one that matters. Everyone tells me that I'm special, that's why people hate me. All lives are equally precious. How could I run away? My feet refuse to move. I'm going to fight with every ounce of strength that I have, and I'm going to win. This boy might not. We see she is even attracted to Balm's personality. I'm glad it was this boy, because he truly cares about people. We're finally in the same place together. Vav, you caught the mouse? Well, I am a good sniper, so I just found a place to hide and waited until a mouse passed by. Then I shot it. I'll just come right out and ask, where are you two going? There's no point trying to hide it now that we're on the field. Somewhere in the nest there's a portal connected to various places, a very dangerous place. In that case, I'll just tell you. Unlike Jahad's forces gathered here, the branch leaders and I came to the nest through the portal, not a floating carrier. Although it was a special floating ship, so I'm not exactly sure where the portal is. Everyone thinks that the nest is completely cut off from the outside world, but there's actually a single portal that leads to the outside here, and the portal that we came through is connected to the Lopobia battleship. And all the key figures of the Lopobia family army are currently on that ship. That means that Lopobia's army could attack here whenever they want. So Lopobia's top fighters could show up here at any moment. So you mean that's right. But the leaders of the armies and their strongest warriors, the leader of the Lopobia family could come through the portal too. And if he does, we're all dead. Okay, so a family head. That's the big threat on this one. Obviously, if they have a family head as a threat, I said it in the past. The only thing that would have made sense to counter the family head if they actually had a fight would be to have Yurik show up or to have Enryu show up. And Yurik has no interest in all of this. Yurik may want to help Balm, but more than likely this would be an Enryu point to enter the fight. So somewhere along the line, within either this chapters or the next segments, we should see something big happen. Although I can't just say this here right now. Whenever the hiatus ends, I'm expecting to see another irregular show up. We can't just have Yurik. Yurik was a season 2 show. We know Phantaminum is an Axis, so they can't show us an Axis in the season. An Axis is too big. An Axis is end of story. We meet him when the fight is about to reach Jahad. So we need to see Enryu soon. Will they really be able to clear the way for us? I can use the lure. Think I'm going to just stand by and do nothing when you've made your target so clear? Okay. Did they distract me so that they could go after a completely different fish? Nice hit. How are they so good at this? It's almost like they know where the fish will be in advance. But they just keep hunting the fish. They're not trading for items or symbol coins. Come to think of it, they went at a fish with a red triangle on it a minute ago too. And another one just now. They're only driving the value of the triangle. So does that mean they have triangles? Otherwise there would be no point in raising its value. I just realized the only time when they could have bought a symbol coin was at the very start when they only had 50 points left. They must have bought the triangle with the remaining points they had at the start. I see what you're up to. Think I'm a fool? Do you think that I agreed to play this game because I knew I could win? Special skill crab bubbles. But it's no use, I'm going to blow up the value of all your triangles. He killed all the fish with blue triangles. Look, the value of the triangles is plummeting. Didn't see that coming, did you? How do you like my deadly skill? Now triangles are worth nothing. Then why would you dare try to use the value of the sub? A whole lot. I don't feel like counting. Let's just exchange them. $20 triangles. We're rich. Those jacks tricked me. Let's increase the value of the triangles to make him think we bought triangles. Then he'll try to drop the value of the triangles. When he does, we'll buy the triangles. It's at its lowest. We're rich in triangles now. They may only be virtual points, but we're rich. The master conman. You can be a conman too. Just hit the like and subscribe before I hit you. I like that one. They're breaking the third wall. I love scamming people to make money. Illuminate all prisons. Cost 10 triangles. But it lets you get rid of all prisons on all given fields except for special prisons. Item used. That smell is so familiar. Where am I? Is that my father? Oh, okay, so you see, Yama is being given memories through the Fang. No. It's not too late to change your mind, puppy. Let's work together. Yes, Racha. Oh, so all of this is blank. We can't see. Father, did you really? They smashed all the prisons. Thanks to the hole you made with the fang, I feel all refreshed. Are you really stronger now? I don't know. I sure feel a lot stronger. Now that my mind's all clear, I feel like I can finally fight him properly. What's he talking about? It angers me even more that you're so quiet. $10 is coming. Ooh. Here we go. Next set. 87. Okay, so I have 3 more chapters. 4 more chapters actually. So yeah, let's see how this goes. A dark twist. In front of the finish line. What's this? One more helper should come to your field. If one more of your teammates comes to the field, you'll be able to jump and reach the finish line. I see. That's not a very easy requirement for me to meet right now. If you have to reach the finish line, you can go straight to where Liboric is. I guess only is Division Commander Chuniha, who's headed for the Cat Tower. Everything is under our great man's will, so you can't change anything even if you make it, yeah. You're just nothing in comparison. Ooh, he's in front of the portal. So this is where Evancal is going. The jump will begin in 10 seconds. He's coming. Okay, 765. It's too late to stop him now. 2. The jump begins. 1. As expected, you were waiting for me. Anything you'd like to know? Like how your teammates? I have no such words to say to a devil. Better spirits. Slash. Okay, so this is gonna be a heavy fight by the looks of it. Come on, Bomb, release both thorns. Our bad relationship will end once and for all. How satisfactory the fiery look towards me. It's about to explode. That hatred. Is that lightning power again? Is that lightning power again? Thus hurts even me. You stopped my sword. Slam. He's hitting white again. You haven't forgotten that my royal sword can strike from any angle, have you? You're the one who should remember that mine does too. An orb. Since when did it come? Yeah, there's it. White is in trouble. That felt really, really fast. I'm actually shocked at that one. Swoosh. And actually, that was a really good chapter. Believe it or not, I actually liked that chapter. It was the first really good one in a few episodes. Even with all the flashbacks, that one they really had that perfect amount of adrenaline. Okay, Cat Tower again is the name. Are you kidding me? Map was released from the prisoner hybrider. The beast is a test model that Yasracha received as a gift from Lord Jahad. It's impossible to put back in. It's hideous. You've no use to my plan. However, that mouse is useful to me. If I only complete this mission, I will be an official member of Jahad's forces. Squeak, squeak. Wasn't it shattered? Got a lot stronger than I thought. Something's going wrong. I wouldn't have to fight you. I don't give any breaks to the same family. Neither would I. There's someone waiting on the field. You mean former commander? He's the one who I serve. Therefore, I'll go full power. How dare you cross blades with me? Say stop being foolish with futile, cheap tricks. It's you who should stop flapping those lips and just focus on the fight. Fine. My head would have been blown if even I was a second late. I keep barely avoiding. If I run out of stamina, I won't be able to dodge anymore. I have to attack. His attacks keep getting stronger. It's even hard to resist with my sword. The longer this drags on, it's bad for me. I'll pull my strength to the limit and end it with one shot. What I need. In front of the greatest enemy. Don't just stare there blankly. Is courage. One perfect block. And just one largest attack. Reverse flow control. He stopped me. With the water dragon's power, I'll create an almost infinite Shinsu black hole sphere using Shinsu and pour all my energy into this one. Transcendent skill Stardust. Meteor shower. Oof, that was such a heavy attack. He isn't using the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere directly, he's using it to gain power. Smart move. Okay, let's keep moving. Bang. Kaboom. Honestly, these chapters were amazing, these last two. He dropped the sword. Did it work? That really hurt to death. If you're pulling this hard, I'll have to step up myself too. Takes up a lot of energy, so I don't use the sword often. Consider this an honor. White Reach Palms Field. Enemy return only works on enemies that came out of prison, so I don't see any way to really help with triangles alone. Looks like trouble came. It's a catastrophe. What's he targeting this time? Ooh, it's us. Should we rest for a minute? In one turn is where Yasracha is, so why? There's no need to hurry. What's with you? Are you perhaps afraid of seeing Yasracha? We still have a few turns left, so I figured to use the time to rest. We don't necessarily need to go to Yasracha's pace. Wouldn't it be better to fight after we've gotten as much rest as possible? He's definitely not scared. In fact, he's composed, like he became relaxed again. It won't even budge. Is there nothing more? Thud. Get up, come on. Don't be such a baby. Wake up. He's getting too harsh for a regular. Oh, okay. And even I could use that. He already sees through it. There's no way to help the boy. I have to escape alone at least. What on earth am I doing? Doesn't matter. I wouldn't mind using the break time to eat up a peculiar soul. This is dangerous. I have to avoid from all directions. How strange. He's always surrounded by people who are so eager to help him. I couldn't dodge in the first place, but each one is so deadly, and for some reason time isn't being distorted. I'm doomed. Since everyone who tried to protect him got killed, so remember, that's a deadly poison. You're dying because of him too. If you accomplish your goal, shouldn't you have just left? For me to ask this, maybe useless since we're both the same, but do you have anyone to mourn your death? I don't need any. Ooh, blood spilled. The last chapter of this set. Okay, so here we go. I actually plan to record this back to back, so as soon as this one ends, I'm starting another set of recordings on TOG. So you're gonna get double from me in one day. Kunside. It's too fast. I have my plans too. I knew it would come this way, and had a lighthouse ready at this corner. You've fallen into my trap. It's time to fall into despair. Oh, this rancor. You're not going anywhere? Kun Lighthouse special ability freeze. Got it. And now I got to find somebody who will be helpful to bomb and deliver the mouse. What? Something doesn't feel right. What is it, Viol? You're having a hard time falling asleep too? What are you thinking about? My daughter just popped up in my head at the moment. I gave her the other pair of this earring before leaving her. I will probably never see her again, but the thought of her sometimes keeps me up at night. It's sad to presume, but I think you guys climbing up the tower now are like my daughter. If one of you dies during the journey, it'll probably be in the back of my head forever, like my daughter. No matter how much I fear about that, I feel so lucky having met you guys. I won't regret it, no matter how hard. I'll never regret meeting you. So I can't sleep with you guys chatting. Everybody but the Sweetland Tower team's leader gets along well. There you go again. Just go to sleep, you idiots. I regret it. Meeting you guys. Meeting the master. And my teammates. I regret that all now. Because you met someone like me. Everything seemed to have gone wrong. So now I want to reset it to normal. It's too late to return everything to the way it was, but I'll try my best to do so. Ooh, irregular powers. The blood is moving backwards. What? How am I? What happened? This can't be. Ooh. Remember, Bam hasn't yet even seen his full power. He's only seen partial potentials. He's been breaking his limit. That boom is over Bam with the thorns. A black Shinsu. I'll return things to normal. You should go back to the place you belong, to hell. I don't believe this. Can you bring back the dead now? He's scared. Throb, throb. Did the Shinsu property change? White lethal move. Sapphire single shot. With a single swipe of the hand, I must have awakened something. I want to see the next word. Ah, are you kidding me? Okay, so that was it. That was this chapter. Now, this is more like it. You see, Bam is just using Black Hole enhanced with the Thorn, right? And the enhancement makes it so White super strong attack that can even hurt Calavan can't even stand up to a single hand of Bam moving. Now we understand that the Thorn is supposed to be a big multiplier, like 100 times strength multiplier, right? So if we're counting that his Calavan level with the Thorn activated, that means regular level he's just 100 times weaker than Calavan. But we know that he can put up a fight with Calavan, he can take his hits. So 100 times that is what the power he should have. If he can scratch him, he can slice him in half. So when the Thorn is activated, Bam should be 100 times more powerful than Calavan if he's using Black Hole Shinsu Sphere with this type of a power up. This is because he's allowing his power to flow through his rage. We've seen him do this here twice before, but this is just so rare of experience that I have to comment on it in this way. And yeah, I'm happy to have read that part because I've been waiting for them to finally stop nerfing Bam. And obviously every time they nerf Bam it's because they're going to pump him up in a little bit, and I feel that it is so pointless. At this point it should be don't mess with Bam, he's too powerful. I'm getting sick of it because he's so powerful and then he's weak, he's so powerful and then he's weak. It's not like when we meet Yurik. Yurik is always powerful. Yuri is a pain in his neck, that's all, and we know that he lets Yuri hit him, and we know that he can't really hurt him very badly, but that's just about it. And we know that Yurik is super powerful. If he wanted to, nobody could touch him. We've seen what he could do to Karaka and White at the same time. One finger would kill them. So yeah, that's the whole thing about it. We get all of these hints, and now we get to see Bam using irregular type powers. And it's still not full force. Remember, he still has more. He still has souls and he still has second thorn. Double ignition would mean even more power than this here. So 1,000 times or 10,000 times his regular power. That's well beyond Calavan, into another league of power altogether. And I have said it before, Calavan and them are like 1% of the 10 great family heads, right? That's where they should stand, right at that 1% mark against the 10 great family heads. And the 10 great family heads should all range in a similar range of power, with top being Jahad and Yurik. But the power scaling is all over the place. I understand the reason behind it is they need Bam to keep going through changes, which is why it's good to have your characters like in a lot of anime where they have rage outbursts. Like, you know, when they burst out in rage, their power reaches massive feats that are impossible to reach again, and then they start building closer and closer towards it, and then you know they have this potential and they're really close to it, and then all of a sudden the rage bursts and they finally gain control of it right at the critical moment when the big fight shows up. That's how they classically go. but this one is just retconning the power to make it better, retcon to make it better. He's kind of doing the same thing that you'd get with the Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z, they have the power to blow up the planet with a single finger. It'll take 10 minutes. You get it. I'm talking about the Frieza saga. Then you get Cell. He can blow up the whole planet anytime he wants to. His self-destruct will destroy. It's like pointless. He could do it with a single fingertip and just blow up the planet instantly. Why in the world does he have to self-destruct? He can kill everybody anyway and then fight with whoever is left. That was so pointless. And then there's the Boo story and how Boo can just blow up and keep moving, blow up. Frieza could do that there. All of that was pointless. It made the whole power scaling a waste of time. But yeah, yet again, power scaling being wasted on the story. And that is one of the things that really frustrates me with the story, because Bomb goes up and he comes down and he goes up and he comes down and he goes close and he goes far, and it's just too much of craziness. We understand that he shouldn't be able to be well beyond the 10 great family heads. He should be able to fight them and lose. He should be able to put up a fight with them, just at the least. Like, I can't believe you made me use 10% of my power. Something like that there when he's fighting the weakest of the family heads right now. Or you made me use 50% of my power. I'm shocked at that. And then by the time he reaches the 100th floor, he's going to be fighting Arye Han in Arye Han's test. It's guaranteed going to happen, because Yurik did it and they've mentioned it big time, that Princess Hagafarian Ari Jahad did the same thing. So yeah, we get this whole idea that it's going to be in that same sense. So I'm hoping to see what happens with Bomb, and if they stop doing this nerf and move, nerf and move, nerf and move. So catch you all in the next one. Have a good day.